Hello, welcome to Vox Markets live at PDAC 2025. I have Villy with Ubique with me today. Villy, this April you're about to launch an exploration campaign on the eastern extension of a well-known past-producing zone in Namibia. Can you comment on those past mines and what it might mean for your exploration?
Yes. I mean, there's the historical famous Tsumeb mine, which was operating for many decades in Namibia and exported a lot of copper. And the grades there were about 4.3% copper. And then we've got the Kusip mine, which has 10% copper. We've got the Berg Augas mine, which was a past zinc producing mine. And there was another one which had about 19% zinc. So we're in an area that was quite well geographically known, and we're now east part of that area. We know the geology expands into that area, and now we've got our own targets that we're going to focus on in the next months.
Excellent. The stock is currently halted. Is there a plan to remedy that in the near future?
Yes, we are now just a few weeks away from doing all our filings and getting back on track. So our stock should be trading by the beginning of April.
Okay. 94.5 million shares outstanding with $2.84 million market cap. Do you own a few shares yourself?
Yes. And like I say, we're a bargain in the market as it is. We've got very strong insider holdings. I personally own about just under 15% of the company. I also control, as a CEO and chairman of Greenbank, where I'm also a substantial shareholder. But Greenbank owns 20% of Ubique. And so probably total with all directors and insiders, we're probably around 45%.
Excellent. And how well known are you locally? Are your community relations strong?
Yes, in Namibia, yes. Yeah. We've got good connections in Namibia. We've got good conversations with the local people, and we've got excellent advisors in country.
And it's expensive to work there. Is there good infrastructure in place? What could that potentially mean for dilution?
Yes, so Namibia is great for that. The infrastructure is there. We're in an area where there's good infrastructure, there's good roads, there are sophisticated farmers there, and so everything is in place. And which means that, like you say, the costs will be less than if we were somewhere completely in the boondocks. We've got good operations for people to stay in the nearby towns and etc. And we're in good conversations with local drilling companies and etc. So we can mobilize relatively quickly as long as once we've made our major discoveries that we will make, of course. We can initiate it all very quickly.
Excellent. And would you be able to do RC drilling there, or would it be mostly diamond drilling?
We would probably do both, just depending on what we're dealing with.
Okay, and the potential impact on dilution with that as well. And what geophysical methods are you considering for the April campaign?
Well, we've done astroimagery, but we will do some more and more, in detailed geophysical work when it gets a little bit closer to the target, when you start honing in.
And that would set you up for a drill campaign potentially September, October next year?
Yes. Hopefully by mid next year, we would have drill targets, definitely.
Are there seasonal impediments to drilling?
Some, but not much. So because we got part of our licenses are down south in the desert, and then we have in the Otavi region. And so we're not that, dependent on the seasons there. We can operate all year around in the south.
And assay turnarounds, are there labs nearby that can return those fairly quickly?
Yeah, there are Canadian and Irish companies in country. So we take the samples to them, and they ship them off here to Canada or to Ireland.
So potentially reasonably steady news flow.
Yes. So it will be ongoing for the next months to come. We will be feeding our shareholders with information of how the plan goes that we're planning to start now in April.
Okay, and capital raising plans then? Do you have an idea of how much money you might need to raise over the next little bit?
Yes, while our share price is a little bit in the lower end, we're going to try to minimize the dilution of shareholders. We're going to not raise too much money in the first get-go. So we're going to raise about $500,000 to $1 million to hone in into these areas and get the story out there and do a secondary raising when we have our drill targets.
All right, excellent. Thanks for joining us, Villy.
Thank you.